All right, day 2 in the books. Officially just got back from Radio Row Combine activities. All right, and it was a dope day today, man. Got a chance to talk to Greg Cosell, NFL Films guru, legend, Mr. Tape. Yeah, dope convo, man. Might drop some of that footage on the channel, man. We'll see. All right, we'll see. But definitely was a vibe today. Talked to Fran Duffy. Shout out to the Eagles fans over there, man. He's one of their big analysts, radio guys. Does a lot of their behind the scenes film stuff as well, man. Reviews. So it's good to get some insight in terms of some of the players. Talking some Terrell Edmonds in terms of, does it make sense, right? The return of him at that safety position. What went right? What went wrong for him in Philadelphia? So it's good information that we gathered from him also, man. But in terms of the conversations today, we're talking, defense, right? Because today the D-line and linebackers finally showed up. Shout out to them dudes, man. They were doing their media stuff. So the convo was with our current situation, right? Cole Holcomb coming back from a major knee injury. Quan Alexander coming back from a major Achilles injury. Landon Roberts, more of a thumper, right? In the box type of guy. Mark Robinson, younger, really still inconsistent at this stage. Michael Walker, Jalen Smith, Blake Martinez, not really what we're viewing as long-term answers. So the question was, how do we feel about this inside linebacker class, this off-ball linebackers, and the approach of how we might want to improve that part of our defense. So we were talking, and the linebackers that he specifically talked about were Jeremiah Trotter Jr., Edrin Cooper, who's at Texas A&M, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is at Clemson, Edrin Cooper is at Texas A&M, and then Peyton Willis at NC State. And it was a unique conversation, man, in the sense of he loved Edrin Cooper in terms of the ability to get to the ball, the ability to, get a little more sideline, the athleticism, and even, like you said, the production, right? But his closing speed, that was one of the things that really jumped off the tape. And we also would agree that we think he's going to test well this week, right? So when you think about those factors, it was like, man, this is one of those guys that does kind of fit today's NFL in terms of what you're looking for, right? He could also blitz as well, and he was comfortable in coverage. But then at the same time, he also talked about Peyton Willis in terms of how on paper or just for a player-to-player perspective, Peyton Willis he thought was just as good, if not better, potentially than Edrin Cooper. But the big issue is with Peyton, he has a lot of injuries, and there is legitimate concern about just how long he's going to be able to last at this level due to some of the injuries that he's sustained already, some of the surgeries that he's had in terms of the knees and shoulders and stuff like that, which is they are very legitimate concerns when you're talking about playing linebacker in the National Football League. So with that, I was like, I could understand that. And then in terms of Jeremiah Trotter Jr., likes the production, but at the same time, we think he was probably the most limited of those three guys from an athleticism standpoint. Still a good player, don't get it wrong, still can help you out, but at the same time, did feel like he was the definitive third guy in that class right there. So interesting convo, man. For me, I don't hate it if we were to go and try to get an Edrin Cooper. Obviously, we're going to need to do something to address that position. And if you don't want to spend money in free agency per se, then this would be the area where you address it, because you're going to be able to find value second round, third round, potentially even in the fourth round. We don't feel like there's a true first rounder in this class. Peyton Willis, to me, could have been that type of dude, but obviously we know he's been banged up. That matters, right? And in terms of the longevity, that matters also. But there still is quality player, or there still are quality players that can help this team from that position specifically help us win, man. So like I said, man, that was the convo that we had with Greg today, man. Definitely like that, man. Like I said, I might drop the full one. We'll see a little later. All right, but you guys let me know your thoughts though on the linebacker position, the draft, some of those draft prospects as well, man. And either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out and subscribe, as your boy is live from the combine. I holla. Peace.